we're going to continue with the weekly AllSigns Love Readings. If you hear me wheezing, I apologise. They've got no preventative inhalers which treat my asthma. They've got none left at the pharmacy, so I've got to wait till they come in, but it means like my breathing's deteriorating, which is annoying. But yeah, I've got coffee which helps, to be honest. I'll try not to wheeze. Okay, right, so we're up to Sagittarius. So I've got the card already. We're using the Aura Tarot deck. The boxes at the back there. Let's put this camera a little bit further down. There you go. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. I've been tie-dyeing, so my fingers might look yellowy orange. It's nothing to worry about. I would just try to rinse the hoodie off, get some of the colour off it, and I didn't bother putting the gloves on, and I should have. One more shuffle. We've had, so far, out of the 12 zodiac signs, I've done 8 of them, and we've had pretty nice readings, to be honest. Much better than during Mercury retrograde. They were horrific. It was all about separation and... yeah, not nice. Okay, so... Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me. Wait. Wait, hold that thought. I haven't done my sage. I'm very unprepared, aren't I? Like, what's going on? We need some sage because it helps to get into the zone. Hi, welcome into the chat. Thanks for the likes. I think there must be a lot of people away for bank holiday weekend because that's the quietest live I've ever had on a Friday. There was like barely anyone there. Well, it's bank holiday weekend, isn't it, in the UK, so... I've got family that are on holiday this week. Be there or be square. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Weirdo. Me forever. Hi, Edits Master. What signs are you? I'm just starting Sagittarius. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Sagittarius' highest good. How is Sagittarius feeling in this final week of August 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for Sagittarius, please. Okay, if you want Virgo, I did that in the live yesterday. You're welcome to watch any sign, but if you just want in Virgo, you need to go out of this one and look at the live that I did yesterday. Okay. You don't know what star sign you are? When's your birthday? May. Which date in May? May 29th. You could be a Gemini then. Yeah, you're a Gemini because my dad is May 28th. You're a Gemini. Okay, so Sagittarius, you've got the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands could be a rebirth, or it could just be huge excitement for a brand new beginning. Aces are something that we really want and we're working towards, and the universe like gives us that extra push, a bit of good luck to help us along the way. This is huge excitement for a future venture or person. Could be a rebirth with a current person. Okay, so let's get some other cards to decipher what's going on. Yeah, I'm from the Wirral, which is very close to Liverpool. Neither. I get free tickets to watch Wrexham, so we're going to watch Wrexham. I've never seen Everton play, but have seen Liverpool play. So if you're gonna force me, let's say red. He's asking if I'm blue or red. The only Liverpool match I've been to was against West Ham, and Liverpool won 3-2. There was a streaker, and Michael Owen eyeballed me. That's when I was in sixth form. It was a long time ago. The High Priestess reversed. The High Priestess card is about following your intuition. It's about your connection to spirit, your faith in the divine, understanding that, you know, everything happens for a reason. It's about following your gut, following your instincts on stuff. With that being reversed, that's a bit strange, isn't it? After we've got this big rebirth that we're really excited for, to have the High Priestess reversed is like there's something that maybe we've missed. Things that are unknown, things that are in the dark. It's Pisces energy, which is, you know, Pisces is the most intuitive zodiac sign. I'm a bit nervous about this now because I feel like you're not following your instincts over something, but let's see what comes out. Who made these cards? They're off Tino. The point of tarot is, this is a big conversation now, but basically, spirit is all the sort of energies around you made up of your ancestors, but people that you're also not related to that have passed on. And they can tell the future. They're all around you. They can tell the future. You can't. And I'm not telling people exactly what's going on with them in their life and exactly what's going to happen. But I can indicate what you're feeling like and why, and what other people that are on your mind are feeling like and why, and give you an indication of what kind of experiences they've had earlier on in their life that are causing them to behave a kind of way. So when people are trying to figure out what it's all about, what is it all about, what's life about, what's love about, does that person think of me or not? Why they behave in the way that they are? What do I need to change with what I'm doing? That's what tarot is for, okay? Let's get one more for Sagittarius. How's Sagittarius feeling? I mean, if you get a personalised reading, it's obviously more specific to you, but it seems like, because it's to do with astrology, it seems like every one of your zodiac sign, say like all the Geminis, will be going through similar life lessons, because different zodiac signs have different limitations and different strengths. So it's a lot to do with that, really, and how you carry yourself in your day-to-day life, what decisions you make, whether you are choosing to ignore red flags or see red flags in certain situations. You know, we've all got reasons why we do or don't respond to red flags. It's usually when you're feeling vulnerable and you just kind of really want a relationship, so you just ignore it. But then the universe will send you more karmic lessons until you decide to put boundaries up. So this is a big question, Kyle, but it's all to do with spirituality, links to a lot of religions like Hinduism. If you don't learn your lessons in this life, you'll have to go through them again in the next one. Five of Cups, grief. Sagittarius, I feel like you're giving it a second go with someone. It was against your better judgment and it's turned out to be a bad decision. Okay, it's resulted in regret, sadness, loss, and grief. It's really over this time. Look, I would have done the same as a Taurus. I've got to really crash and burn it before I give up on it, you know. Let's see how the other person's feeling. It could be someone that you're dealing with, someone that you're thinking about, or someone that you're manifesting in the future. Kyle, I'm impressed that you've hung around. Oh. Okay, they're showing up as the Knight of Swords upright. Now, the Knight of Swords upright has an urgent message to deliver. And they are going to deliver it, okay? So you will get communication from someone. I don't know who it is yet, but we'll see what other cards come out. It's probably the person that you've been dealing with in this situation. They could be an air sign, or it could just be the level of urgency and what they need to say. It's going to be very truthful, very factual, very matter of fact. They may deliver it in a way that's not very well thought out. It's just going to be like it's going to be honest, it's going to be truthful, okay, and it's going to be abrupt, kind of fast. King of Cups. So if you're new to tarot, another thing to point out with tarot cards is it's like playing cards, okay? You know how you have different suits. So you have spades, diamonds, hearts, clubs. That's what you have in tarot. But you have swords, pentacles, cups, and wands, okay? And they kind of determine whether it's earth energy, which is pentacles, fire energy, which is wands, water energy, which is cups. What have I missed out? Air energy, which is swords. Okay, and they link to each of the zodiac signs. You've got your earth signs, your fire signs, and so on. But it's also like we can all embody any of these energies. You could have an earth sign that's like embodying fire energy, okay, but it can indicate who you're dealing with or how they're feeling. That's, yeah, there's loads to it. It's also the same as playing cards, where the numbers run in order. Okay, so these run from aces, which are worth 1, and then you've got the number 2, you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it goes up to 9 and 10. 10's the end of a cycle, and then the Fool is a 0 card. So that's like a reset, like taking a leap of faith into a new chapter. So that could be like a new relationship or something like this, a new job. You can do tarot for relationships, but you can do tarot for health, tarot for businesses, anything, relocations. It doesn't have to be love, but I'm doing love readings because that's what the people want. I do career, education and finance as well. So the King of Cups, this is water, because cups are filled with water. See, this is Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces energy. The King of Cups is someone who is stable, upright, okay? They're calm, they're emotionally intelligent. Anything to do with emotion, when the card is upright, this person is very emotionally intelligent. It's very positive to have the card upright. If it were reversed, that would be negative. So it would be someone without emotion or someone who's over emotional. When it's upright, they're very emotionally balanced. Okay, so they could be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, but they don't have to be. They could just be someone who's feeling very emotionally intelligent right now. You know, someone that forgives easily, someone who's generous of heart, someone who's patient, understanding, caring. There could be a father or a mother, because kings don't have to be men. We can all embody masculine and feminine energy at any one time. For example, if a female, you know, has always been head of a household, managing a household, she has to be in some sort of masculine energy as well as nurturing energy, because she's leading that household. If she then has to, say, if the husband is the wage earner, you know, and she works part-time, you might say, well, he's the more masculine in the household. If he gets sick, she's going to have to stand up and, like, she's going to have to, like, make sure all the money comes into the household as well as tidy it all up. She's going to have to be, like, feminine and masculine. But she's going to be in the more masculine energy then. Okay, so it's just, this doesn't dictate, kings and queens doesn't dictate gender. It's more about levels of responsibility. So pages are people who are kind of like fairly unknown to you. A knight is someone that you're probably dating. A king or queen is like the head of a household, so they're usually someone that has a decent job. They could own a home. They could be someone that has children. And then an emperor and empress is like, that's the kind of like CEO, or someone that's like a head teacher, or someone that's like a grandparent or retired, you know, like it's a person with a lot of experience. An emperor or an empress has all 4 kings or all 4 queens. It's all the knowledge, all the skills, all the finances, all the emotional intelligence, all the ambition. Like, it's what you hope to be, like, as a very, like, high value person, you know, like later on in life. I'm gonna have to do videos where I explain tarot, aren't I? Because I'm using up everyone's time. Anyway, 10 of Pentacles upright, so that is lasting generational wealth. 10 is the end of a cycle. Pentacles are money, earth energy, earthly matters, so bill paying, assets. It's usually achieved by the end of life. 2 people have put their incomes, their assets, their savings together, and they've created lasting generational wealth. The Eight of Swords is mental entrapment. It's not being literally trapped or imprisoned, but it's the perception of feeling stuck, feeling like there's no way out. Swords are thoughts. Okay. Three of Wands is I've made a decision. I've finished the planning phase, and now I'm going to actuate what's happening. Why have we got the King of Swords reversed? So we've got a King of Cups and we've got a King of Swords. The King of Swords is reversed. Now, what's interesting about this is the King of Swords is air energy, so it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, particularly heavy on the Aquarius energy. When that's reversed, well, I'll tell you when it's upright, that's someone that is like a fantastic speaker, very intelligent, very knowledgeable, has a way with words. Swords are communication and thoughts. Okay. They're very humanitarian and they like to help people. The love language is to serve people, to be helpful, you know, to the wider community, not just family and friends. When it's reversed, that intelligence and those like words coming from that silver-tongued mouth, they can be used against people. Okay, so this could be, if you think what could be negative in terms of communication, that could be blocking people, or it could be lying to people, deceiving people using words. So I don't like that King of Swords being reversed, to be honest. Ten of Pentacles suggests that this is a husband or a wife scenario, spouses. They feel stuck, they want to take action, and they're going to be strategic about it. Okay. In the things that they say or don't say, in the things that they reveal and don't reveal, you know. Let's get 3 for the outcome. If you look at the timeline, I know it's difficult for you to see all these cards because of my setup, how I've got it, but we've got a rebirth, an urgent message that needs to be delivered. We've got not following our intuition, emotional intelligence. We've got grief, sadness, loss, regret, and we've got strategic kind of decision making to do with an established family situation. So it's looking a bit manipulative as well. That person feels stuck where they are. And I think you were excited. And I don't think they are. Look, the 3 of Pentacles reversed is not great as an outcome, because the 3 of Pentacles upright is about teamwork. 3 is a number of community. It's about cooperation, working together. That can relate to a workplace, or it can be general, like collaborating with a partner, collaborating with wider family members. It doesn't have to be the workplace, but it's a sense of we're working together to plan and build and achieve great things. You know, like an architect and a set of labourers might work together. This reversed isn't good. It's like we're not collaborating, we're not working together, we're not cooperating. Let's get 2 more. Oops, that's weird the way that went into my hand then. The King of Pentacles. We've got another king. The King of Pentacles upright is earth energy. It's a very stable energy. It's someone who's a fantastic provider, someone who's good at earning money, someone who's good at creating savings, building up savings, someone who likes to spend money, someone who enjoys to gift. The love language of an earth sign is to gift, okay? As much as they will spend money on themselves, they will spend the same money or more money on other people. They're very, very generous. That's how they show love. And the fact this is upright means this person is very good at providing. They're very, very financially stable. It's a mature person, someone that has responsibilities. They could own a home. They could have children that they provide for. They don't have to, though. They could just have a high-powered job. What we've got so far is we've got 3 kings, haven't we? Let's get one more and see. 4 kings would be an emperor. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is like offering. It's offering time, money, or energy. It's investment, okay? It's like, I want to invest. When you're a page, you're unknown to someone. When you're a knight, you've been dating them and you wish to invest in them. This is about investing in something new. When I look at your cards, I don't have a king or a queen. I don't have a knight or a page, but I have this desire for a rebirth, and then I have huge disappointment. With them, they're being strategic, they're being patient. There's something they really need to say. It's to do with this established family situation. In the outcome, there is not cooperation. There's financial stability and a desire to offer some of that to something new. I think the person that's showing up in this reading is the one that you've been dealing with. And I think you have a family with them. I think you have a life that's very established. I think a lot of years of hard work have gone into this to create, you know, property, assets, cars, houses. Why do they feel stuck? It takes 2. Someone is not committed, incompatible, or conflicted. It's them, okay, they're not. They feel stuck in this marriage, okay, this relationship. They feel stuck. I know that because we've got an urgent message that they need to deliver. We've got mental imprisonment, and we've got a planning phase that has become taking action, and we've got strategic action happening. We've got someone that wants to invest in a new situation. It's not confusing for me, it's very clear for me, okay? If you can hear people talking, it's my parents outside. And it's their house, so we can't complain about it. Faith's haven. Believe in the safety of your return, as every journey leads back to comfort. Safeguard steps. Sometimes to protect oneself, the bravest act is to walk away. Clouded vision. Recognise and discuss red flags or areas of concern. So we know that they're planning to walk away. We know that they've, been building up confidence to do this. That was straight out. Recording, announcing, expressing, revealing truth. Guys, this is what this card is about. If you ask, I'll stay. Did I not tell you, like, this is a person that's planning to leave? Let's get no contact messages from them. Something to say. There's something I really want to share with you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I need to point out. There's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. Jesus Christ. It's on. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I will compete for you. Oh my God. We've got some extra tea coming out here. With that one, I would say that applies more to the new person. I think that's what they've got, that they're going to say to the new person, because we've got this investment in you with that Page of Pentacles. With the other cards, if we're honest, the lack of cooperation, the being strategic, the urgent message, it's not giving off romantic vibes, is it? It's like we've got that Ten of Pentacles, the feeling trapped. This is something established that this person feels trapped in. They've got something to tell you, they're waiting for the right time. And then they're saying something about someone moving on. And how they're not going to, just leave them to do that. Well, that's got to be the new person that that's about. Patience. Well, that's what you get with the King of Cups. Some things still need to be dealt with for this connection to manifest. I think that's about the new connection that they're into, I think. Gratitude. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. It's not that they regret what's been cultivated so far, okay, all the years put in. that it takes to get to the Ten of Pentacles. There's no regret there. It's just that the contract has expired. Forgive and release. You are stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. They come to terms with the fact that, you know, it is what it is. It could have actually really upset them previously. Different paths. You are not on the same page with the person you have in mind. The directions you want to move into are different. Unrequited feelings. There is not enough love to keep this relationship going in a healthy way. Okay, so it's, even if it's something that you wanted to work together on, it's not following your gut. Just because you want something doesn't mean it's gonna work out that it's supposed to be continuing, you know, and it's resulted in disappointment. They could have earth in their chart, they could have air in their chart, they could have water in their chart, but they don't have to have any of it, okay? Consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up, so that we can include them in our reality. So, for me, that is like bringing this card the right way round. You know, like we're coming into consciousness, we're trying to understand what our real situation is rather than what we want it to be. And we're trying to follow our gut, follow our instincts over like the likelihood of this continuing, you know, to have longevity. Like, it doesn't have longevity, this situation, anymore, like, if we're honest with ourselves. You can't make someone be with you, you know, unfortunately. And the experience when you try to do that isn't a fun one. Advice for Sagittarius, please. Embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. I mean, Sagittarius, you are like an enthusiastic person. You goal-orientated, you're a fire sign. You know, you play to win. The Archer is your symbol because it's all about finding temperance. Your major arcana is the Temperance card. And that's where you get your energy into the right balance. You know, you balance your emotions, you steady yourself, and then you pivot that bow and arrow, and whatever your next goal is, whatever your next aim is, you go for it. And if someone's knocking your energy off balance like this, your fire's getting put out. Your fire's getting put out because someone's just not in this anymore, and it's not fair on you. That isn't fair to be left in that vibe, you know, like, we need to get back to this. You're the adventurer, you are very, very passionate, enthusiastic, and, you know, this is like the polar opposite of what you've been feeling like. We want this, don't we? Let's get you some advice. Voyage. set sail on a new course. I told you. Did I not tell you? This is like quadruple confirmation. It's very clear what you need to do now. Okay, you need to let this person go. But it's not like you standing still watching them go off and live their life. It's you changing your course, okay? Resetting the GPS. If you've always been a winner, you'll continue to be a winner. Do you know what I mean? It's not determined by someone who's pulling you off course. This person does not stop being this person. Do you know what I mean? Security. True security comes from having a reserve of time, space, energy, personal power and love. Make deposits on all of these accounts and you'll be a wealthy person indeed. Okay, so putting monetary wealth to the side, because that's often people's concern with separations. You know, what's going to happen to me and this kind of stuff. But what's going to happen to you if you actually have time for yourself, space for yourself, you know, higher energy levels, when you go into your personal power and you receive more love in a situation. Is you go from being this in something that's now unhappy to this. Do you know what I mean? So it's, you're not going into a bad period, you're coming out of one. Let's see if we can get any more clues from this one. I think we already know what's going on, don't we? Fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Well, it didn't really tell us much, did it? You're the fire sign. I just don't like it when I realise I haven't used a card. Right, positive affirmations, and then I'll see if there's anything new coming in for you. Although I wouldn't expect anything that soon if you've got all this to kind of process. I am constantly improving and growing. Okay, that's something that you can say that's very, very positive. I'm constantly improving and growing. Let's get one more. I will speak my mind and share my feelings confidently, knowing they matter and can impact others. Okay, so you've been encouraged to have a voice. Okay, don't sit and dwell and keep all these emotions locked in. Say out loud, like, how you're feeling, what you're thinking. I will speak my mind and share my feelings confidently, knowing they matter and can impact others. Very important to express, you know, what's going on internally. You may feel like, you know, not yourself. You may feel like more introverted, more like overwhelmed, when you're usually quite extrovert or gregarious. So you make sure you don't lock it all in. Right, if this is done with, let's see if there's anything new on the horizon for you. Trust that it will happen when the time is right. Okay, so I envisage that naturally you will go into hermit mode as you process everything that's going on here with this ending, and you know, you're parting things, they're parting things, and then thinking about your boundaries, what you want in the future, what kind of qualities you want a person to have, what things you would now like to avoid in a person, your non-negotiables. I'm going to leave this one there. I hope this resonates for some people. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. You can cross-watch the sign of your person, or the one that's on your mind, by watching their, you know, their zodiac sign, or see what comes out in the next reading. Spirit tends to give advice to people who need it the most, okay, so bear that in mind. It's not always going to resonate in a collective reading. However, this could be something that happens in the future, okay, so it's always nice to get advice. It may resonate for someone that you know who is a Sagittarius. Sometimes that happens with Taurus readings. It doesn't always resonate with me, but then someone I know is going through that that's Taurus. Okay, we're going to be going on to Capricorn next, once I've got all these cleared out the way. It looks like it's been a very financially successful connection. Yeah, it's something's worked for a long time. But as we know, things evolve, things change, things come to an end. And things don't feel good where they used to feel great, you know. Okay, on to Capricorn. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Capricorn's highest good. How is Capricorn feeling in this final week of August 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for Capricorn, first of all. How is Capricorn feeling? The Page of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords it's a card of observation, finding out, spying, watching. It's a card where you're being inconspicuous, you try not to be noticed. Finding out more and trying not to be noticed. Okay, so for example, if someone started in your workplace or a new neighbour moves into your street, you're trying to gather information without being obvious. Yeah, you don't necessarily want them to see you watching. It's curiosity. The challenge is restlessness, okay? This is someone who's taking much needed rest. Reversed will be a restless person, someone that refuses to rest. This is the challenge at the moment, okay? So you're a bit on edge about something. Could be positive or negative, I don't know, because sometimes we stay awake thinking about someone new that's come into our surroundings because we're crushing on them or whatever. So I don't know anything yet. Let's get one more. Ooh, the Five of Wands. This could be internal conflict. So having mixed feelings about something. Excuse me. It could also be external conflict. So other people stirring the pot, sticking their oar in, getting involved. You know, blocking something. It's to do with conflict, internal or external. I'm wondering if it's internal conflict because you look really restless about something. Let's see who's showing up for you. The Temperance reversed. Okay, so this person's very emotional right now. They could be having mood swings. It's the major arcana for Sagittarius. We've got your major arcana, the Devil. So it could be referring to you and an Emperor. It could be a workplace, okay? Or it could be a sense of wanting to grow and expand. Just because it's your major arcana doesn't mean it is referring to you, okay? That could simply be there's an almost obsession with growth and expansion for this Emperor, okay? So someone's taking leadership, a leadership role. If they're already the Emperor, what is it that they're trying to work on and grow? Because the next stage will be the Nine of Pentacles. And that's more about being financially independent. An Emperor is like someone who's got a family, you know, someone who's established, someone who's super rich, or has savings, or has a lot of people that rely upon them already in their life. I would associate this with someone who's single that can't quite pay their own bills yet. They're not quite independent yet, because the Nine of Pentacles would be the next step. I would expect someone of this caliber to have the Ten of Pentacles already. Or to be a King of Pentacles, you know? So this could be about you, because it's your love reading. But it's their side of the spread, it's their feelings. You're showing up as a page. So I wonder if they're observing you try to build your growth, and it's one of two things. They're trying to grow and you know, get a new business or some sort of venture off the ground that's in addition to what they've already got established. Because let's be honest, how many businessmen do you know that have multiple businesses and continue to start up new businesses? Yeah, that's a total possibility. It could be. It could also be that they're observing you try to build and grow, and that you're working really, really hard on your own career, and they're like more mature than you, more established, older. Because I can't get a lot from your cards, but I get that you're restless about something and you're trying to watch and learn about something, and you're very busy. Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords. Let me just have some coffee. Asthma's bad at the moment. 8 of Cups upright, 8 of Swords. 8 of Cups is walking away from a relationship. 8 of Swords is mental entrapment. It's like a perception that we're stuck when we're not really. It's like imposing thoughts, making us feel like there's no way out. Knight of Wands is passion. It's impulsivity. 10 of Swords is the end of a cycle that's been very painful. This person could be like obsessed with their job. They could have gone really, that's what this could mean, is they don't need the money. They don't need to be focused on work, but they're throwing themselves into work obsessively because of what's going on in the home life. You know, they're actually walking away from an established relationship with the 8 of Cups. The Emperor is leaving, and he could be focusing on work as like a distraction. A lot of people do that when they're successful at one area of their life and unsuccessful at another area of their life. They focus on the successful area, you know, as a way to sort of, that area's energy, that's fire energy, that's a very proud person, it's a very strong person, high status, high value. They're all 4 kings. So the fact that they're like, you know, going through a separation and it's their fault, maybe like tough to bear, maybe like embarrassing. It may affect their ego, but we will clarify, okay? Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. I don't, because you're a page, I feel like this is someone that you're not, maybe this is one that you're not involved with. Maybe it's like your boss or someone that you know that you have seen around in your immediate environment. You know, a neighbour, a boss, someone at a club that you're a part of or a society that you're a part of. And they're very high up, they're older, they're very established, they work their arse off. You know, they're currently getting a divorce or in the process of separation. That's how you'll know who this is. They could be an Aries, but they don't have to be. They could be a Capricorn, but they don't have to be. But they could be, you know, a workaholic. And they could be going through a divorce, and they could be more mature, more older than you, more established in their career. And so you're kind of like watching and you're like, do I tell them how I feel or don't I? Because that is not saying established. That is not saying knows a lot. That's saying I'm curious. I don't know what to do about this. I don't know whether to let them know or just steer clear. What do I do? You know, like to the point where you're sort of like wondering about it at night time, but I didn't get extreme distress. It's just curiosity more than anything. And then like not knowing what to do next. So let's see what happens in the outcome. I've changed my mind, and I don't think you're involved with this person, because I think you would show up as a 6 of Cups, like a soulmate, or I think you would show up as a 2 of Cups if it was a beginning of a relationship. I think you would show up as the lovers, or I think you would show up as heartbroken, or I think you would, you know, anything other than what we're getting. A page is someone that doesn't really know a person that well, like acquaintance at best. So I don't think this is like someone you're involved with. I think it's someone that's coming in the future. And I think you're aware that like they're probably not emotionally available right now. Timing is everything. If the timing's off, it can be over before it's even begun because they're just not ready yet. Do you know what I mean? And it's not really anyone's fault. I've had that happen before. Ooh, shut up. The Empress and the Emperor. Divine counterparts. Divine counterparts. Oh my God. Okay, so what this means is you're going to have a relationship with this person and you're going to be the ultimate power couple. The Emperor and the Empress, like, it doesn't get any better than that. Oh my God, look at this. The Wheel of Fortune, upright. The Queen of Wands, upright. The Two of Wands, upright. The Empress, Jesus Christ. You're very good looking, you're very seductive, you're very confident. You also have a good career. You've got lots going for you, okay? And the universe is making it so. The universe is making it so. You know how I know that? One, because we've got the Wheel of Fortune upright, which is good luck. The wheel is turning in your favour. You know this person, you know who it is, and you want them. And you're a good match for them. You're the perfect match for them. You literally suit each other. You're of equal status. You are two high value individuals. Holy moly. You've been planning this. You've been planning it. The timing is fortuitous because they are choosing to leave their person. Okay? And I'm not saying it's because of you. But with this Queen of Wands, it could be. The Queen of Wands can be a third party, the other man, the other woman. But it doesn't have to be. Okay? It just could mean that you have this kind of sexy energy that they view you as, or will view you as a Queen of Wands, like someone who's confident, assertive, outgoing, goal-orientated, gets what they want, goes for what they want. Yeah, that kind of like energy. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and then the Empress belongs to Taurus and Libra. They share this one because they're both ruled by Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. Oh my God, this is such a nice, that's a really nice outcome. Let's get two more because they were a combo. Divine counterparts, the Emperor and the Empress, can't believe it. The Page of Pentacles is offering investment to someone new. Okay, so in the outcome, someone's going to ask someone out. That's what a Page of Pentacles is. It's like, I've been looking at you for a while, and now I'm going to ask you out. This is like, I think that I would like to give you my time, money, and energy, because you are high value. Okay. This is really nice. I like this. Why was this person the Temperance reversed, and why were they obsessed about work? We need to clarify, don't we? Why is it being a painful cycle with the Ten of Swords? Why did they feel trapped? Crumbling. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You'll have the strength to build anew. How well does that go? How well does that go? You'll have the strength to build anew. It feels like what you had was falling apart. Don't worry. You'll have the strength to build anew. Honest to goodness. Honest to goodness. Like, that is the narrative that's going on. That's actually insane. I love tarot. I love tarot. That's insane. They're having the strength to build anew because what was built was falling apart. And they're going to meet you, their divine counterpart. Beautiful reading. Consumed. Extinguished doubt by having open communication. Yeah, they feel so stuck. They really need to discuss leaving. You know, it's the end. 10 is the end. That you can't have any more swords than that. It's the end of a cycle. Walking away. And then the Knight of Wands is passionately being on the move, passionately leaving. You know, like, it's done. It's so over. Oh my God. This one flew out as well. Solo refuge. In solitude's embrace, singles find the strength to regroup and rediscover their path. That goes so well. Emotional intelligence. They're being emotionally intelligent and they're being honest, you know, like, it's done and I need to walk away from this. They're finding the strength to build anew. Some people stay in stuff even though it's not working and it goes really toxic because they haven't got the strength to leave. They're scared of what people think. They don't know if they'll be okay financially. They're scared of being single. They think it's awful being single. It's not awful being single. It's awful not living your life authentically. Okay. I'm afraid to get close and terrified to lose you. That's a bit of a weird one to come out. Emotional intelligence. I'm afraid to get close and terrified to lose you. A lost loved one watches over you. This is divinely guided. That's why. Do you see how we've got the Empress, which is you, and the Emperor, but we've also got the Wheel of Fortune. See the angels at the top, the wheels being turned in your favour. In the 5D, you two agreed to a contract with each other, and that's what's materialising. This is being orchestrated. It's being divinely guided. This is fucking exciting as. Oh my God. What was the final card that came out? I don't know if I've knocked it off the table. I should have had one more, really. Let me just check my phone because, yeah, it's okay. My nephew might need picking up from a party. I don't know where that's gone, but did I forget to pick out another one? Okay, the other card is Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's so weird. I mean, you're Earth, aren't you? You're Capricorn. But in the last reading, it pulled out the sign of the person I was reading for as well, with these. It could be third party and you've been tempted and this person's been in your environment and they're choosing to leave the relationship, or it could just be that you're going to meet this person, you know, and you'll know who it is because they're older, they're more established, they're going through divorce, they're the ones that prompted the divorce or separation. And you can tell that they're emotionally intelligent. You can tell that it's just done what they're in, and they're very high value. But you are high value, and this is divinely guided. Either way, like even if you met them when they were already taken, it's divinely guided. You are supposed to have a contract with this person, and you are the Empress. And in the outcome, either you or them is going to ask the other one out. I'm going to pull one more card though, because that's really weird that I don't know if I got distracted and didn't pull another one or I've just misplaced it when I was putting them all back. Let me have one more look. I think I just forgot to pull another one, so... Oh, that's the wrong way up, Jenny. One more for the outcome. Yeah, dropping the burdens, 10 of Wands reversed. No longer fighting for something that's just got way too many challenges, way too exhausting. 10 again, it's the end of a cycle, start of a new one. Okay. Right, what do I need? It's so blooming dark in here now. Have faith. Stop, stop, stop. Stop. Have faith. The angels are working behind the scene to make this relationship flourish. I can't deal with it. I cannot deal with it. Ooh. Oh my God. I love it. Say you have already had dealings with this person and it's a situationship that's about to become proper. Let's get a no contact message from them. Ghosted. I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. Okay, so if it was, this may not apply. If you haven't met this person yet or you haven't dealt with them yet. If you were dealing with it and they ghosted you, it's because either it obviously trying to like deal with a lot. And it's not because you're not meant to be with them or anything like that. They're just processing everything and making decisions that need to be made. When is this union going to happen? When's this going to happen? Because it's in the outcome, so it's soon. Capricorn, you've needed a reading like this for a while. Keep going with the flow of life. Okay, so because it's divinely orchestrated and divinely guided, and someone up in the, you know, in the clouds is like making this happen, you don't need to do anything. It's just going to happen. Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Ooh. It's not my reading, but I'm getting excited. I'm allowed. Positive affirmations. I am worthy of all the good things that come into my life. Yes, you are. The universe is giving you this, okay? You work hard, you look good, you're becoming the Empress, okay? Whether you're male or female, someone is giving you this treasure, okay? It's divinely guarded, it's meant to be. You are getting your Emperor. Have faith. Keep going with the flow of life. There's no way you can miss this, okay? It is for you. My back's killing. Oh, I've got to sit away from the desk so you can see all the spread, and you can't even see it that well. It's because of my setup, but that's just who I am. What's it saying? I forgive myself and remain positive because today is a new day. That's nice. Right, is there anything else I can give you, or is that it? I think that's it, guys. Right, Capricorn, I'm very envious of your reading. That was absolute fire. Please give me a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, hype me up. Just seeing like hype has appeared on YouTube. And I think it's a way that you can support small creators. So I'd really appreciate you hyping me. Be my hype girl, my hype guy. Hype boy, hype man. Hype girl, hype woman. Repost the video for me if you're on TikTok. Share the channel with anyone you think would enjoy it. I love tarot, like everything that came out there and from all different decks, from all different oracles, just work together brilliantly. And you know, that's how you know that there's something in this. Okay, so we're going to be going on to Aquarius next. This time next Saturday, I will be live with Mojo Tarot. So if you enjoy the channel and you want to see me do my first collab, come on next Saturday. He's very kindly offered to do it, to help me out. I can see that he did a collab when he got to 1,000 and it doubled his numbers, so I'm sort of hopeful, do you know what I mean? I think it'll be good. Okay, on to Aquarius. Let's see what comes out for you. It's almost hiding the ass cheeks there, but not quite. Love these cards. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius's highest good. How is Aquarius feeling in this final week of August 2025 with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for Aquarius, please. Okay, we've got the Sun card in the challenge position, so you could feel, you know, not so airy, not so light. There could be something on your mind that's sort of, you know, when you're like, okay, but you somehow, not somehow, in the back of your mind or the forefront of your mind, things pop up occasionally, something crops in, and you think, I wish that was sorted. It's that kind of vibe. It's like, meh. You know, like it's not devastating, but you're not totally carefree either. I mean, the Sun card, when it's upright, is a naked baby riding a horse bareback with the sun shining and it's giggling. So I would say you've got clothes on and you're smiling, but I don't think you're giggling and I don't think you're naked. We're sort of halfway there. Yeah, there's definitely something on your mind that you're not expressing. You could be foggy about something, you know, swords are communication, they're also thoughts. An Ace of Swords, when it's upright, is like the truth, a confession, a sudden revelation, major clarity. When it's reversed, it's like there's something we're either unclear on or there's something we're holding back. We've got some sort of big secret, you know. Right, these have come out sort of separately, which is a bit weird. Queen of Pentacles upright, the World, and the Nine of Pentacles. What is that about? Right, in the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that better days are coming. We must take life's rough with the smooth, okay? So something wasn't good for a while, but we're knowing that better days are coming. So it's like a card of being optimistic despite difficult times, okay? If we're going from the Queen of Pentacles, which is quite high status, you know, a good amount of responsibility in work, at home. You could be a homeowner, you could have children, but you don't have to. You could have a decent job. To go from that to the Nine of Pentacles says to me that you're becoming single. So you could be coming out of a marriage. Because say you were the Queen of Pentacles reverse, I'd say you're still married, but you're kind of like, your finances aren't great. If you go from being a queen to a Nine of Pentacles, that's a single card. Nine of anything is like, I'm single and I'm abundant, I'm confident and I'm happy, I'm content by myself. This is someone that is going to be in a good financial position by themselves, having been a provider. And it's saying that better days are coming, so I think you're happy about it. I honestly think you're happy about this change, this transition. Now, that's not to say you would regret having children, but say if you've like, an example might be, if you don't have kids, an example might be you bought a house and you're going to sell up the house, you know, and that's taking you from being a queen to a more kind of like single, footloose energy. But what's more likely is that you're married with kids, or you're in a relationship and there's children, or you're in a relationship and you live with someone and you have property together. It's some sort of like, you know, position of responsibility in the home to being a single person. Like, you don't live with anyone anymore. You're free to date now. It's that kind of, like, you're free to travel now. Do you know what I mean? It's like that kind of like freedom, single person vibe. So yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see about the person that's on your mind. Now, we've got the major arcana for Sagittarius. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or this person could just be really working on balancing out their emotions and becoming emotionally stable. When you're in a good frame of mind, you can plan for the future, you can exercise and take care of yourself, you can eat right and take care of yourself. You don't go on a big alcoholic bender and make yourself ill. Do you know what I mean? It's good to be balanced. So this person is like doing well at the moment, whoever it is, whether they're a Sagittarius or not. Worst decision ever, to be heartbroken and just go on a rampage with different kinds of booze. Ooh, hold your hair back time when you do that. Okay, they're working hard on their career. They are Eight of Pentacles, so they're likely someone who is young, free and single, or mature and single, independent. They're not so independent that they are necessarily a homeowner. They might rent, okay? They're looking to progress in their skills, their knowledge, their career, their education. Is someone who's working hard, and when you have your emotions balanced and stable, it's possible to do that. Okay, it's possible to be very focused and diligent with your time and put a lot of focus and attention and energy into something really positive. So that's, yeah, it's looking good on this side. They're not looking like a parent yet. They're not looking like a homeowner yet. They're not looking like, you know, they have £1 million turnover or £3 million turnover business. It's not looking like that yet. but the potential is really good. Holy shit. It's someone from your past. It's someone who you've dated, and you may or may not realise this, but they are in love with you. With the Moon card reversed, the situation as it stands, they're very unclear about whether they're going to see you ever again, how you feel about them. They believe that there's something special there, that you also have strong feelings for them, but they don't know. Okay, they're scared. They don't trust their own instincts over this. It's something they think about a lot with the Death card reversed. With the High Priestess reversed, you know, they really just, they really don't trust themselves over what to do with this, but they're working really hard on their career and their finances, their education. And their emotions are really good, you know, like in general. Like there's a drama-free life at the moment. Why are they scared? Let's clarify why they're scared about this Two of Cups, like, you know, about you. I think they're worried with that Lovers card reversed, which is the major for Gemini. I think they're worried that maybe you don't feel the same, or it's not meant to be, or something, but you're heavily on their mind, and you're heavily on their mind, and they're heavily on your mind to show up in your reading. Do you know what I mean? Why are they scared? Why is this person scared? Vicious circle. Pattern of relationship issues, bad habits, no-win situation. They'd invested their heart in you. They're possibly still in love with you, and it didn't get to, you know, being, it went from the Two of Cups to staying at the Two of Cups. It should have progressed, and it didn't. Okay, so it's making them doubt themselves, and they're feeling that there's, you know, bad luck surrounding this, that it's maybe impossible. They can't see how to go forward with it, so they're focused on themselves, because that can only be good, can't it, to work on your own independence, becoming more established. That can be seen as good preparation for any kind of future, with or without someone. So it can't be adverse to do that. They've not had the best of luck with relationships. So if you're wondering who this is, or you've got an idea, there'll be someone that's had very colourful dating. There'll be someone that isn't quite there yet, you know, with a home and kids, and, you know, they're not there yet. Dance of Souls, be vulnerable and let your two hearts intertwine. You know, like they're in this protective bubble, because they're like, I need to stay focused. I can't be having drama throwing me off my game. I just can't, because I can't afford to do that. I've got all this growth that needs to be done, and I'm going to do it. Anger management destroyed. It's very exhausting to be left disappointed. It's very upsetting to be treated the wrong way. This person very tired of how it makes them feel. It makes them feel out of control. It makes them feel angry. It makes them feel bitter. It makes them feel disappointed. You know, it affects their self-esteem, their confidence, you know, optimism about the future. It's exhausting, okay? And it's happened time and time again for this person. So why not go solo? you know, and just focus on your own stability and your own well-being. But they're in love with you, okay, but they're just terrified. Like the moon is Pisces card, the high priestess is a Pisces card, death card is the major for Scorpio. It's all water here. It's just they're awash with emotion, and when it comes to, they're really unsure of how it can work, because nothing seems to work for this person when it comes to relationships. But they're in love with you, and they feel that you're in love with them. Okay, early days, but this is something that's like unfinished business. Okay, you're not actually together at the moment. You could have realised that you've developed some feelings for each other in its early days, and then you may not have been in contact. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome, because it does look like you're making yourself single. You'd be in a better position financially sooner, okay, than they would, but they're working on it. 2 of Pentacles reversed, trying to get reciprocity, trying to get balance, trying to manage different priorities, different responsibilities. This is the juggler, okay, so maybe it's difficult to manage these things on your side or their side at the moment. Maybe they've not, you know, achieved total reciprocity in a relationship before. Maybe you haven't. Page of Wands, we've got naive optimism, excitement for a new adventure, you know. A page is someone that is embarking on an adventure with just no preconceived ideas about what it's going to be like, just enthusiastic, just excited. Let's get one more for the outcome. King of... We've got the King and Queen of Pentacles. It's a matching suit, guys. Stop. They're going to become the King of Pentacles. Aquarius, you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. They are the King of Pentacles. Okay, you are divine counterparts. You're going to have a relationship. You literally suit one another. And there's going to be... I don't know if you're becoming the Empress or they're becoming the Empress, but it's going to look really, really good on one of you. You're going to feel empowered, creative, you know, beautiful. This is going to be like a really positive move. Really, really positive. It could be them. They could literally, you know, like butterflies represent transition. They could literally like, what's the word I'm looking for? Blossom into the best version of themselves, like level up. a couple of times, to be honest, over the next year or two. It's going to be the making of them. The King and Queen of Pentacles are fantastic providers, very down to earth, very grounded, very reliable, ultra responsible, love to spend, love to make money in order to spend money. Do you know what I mean? Like, very, very generous, love to gift. You could have Earth in your chart, they could have Earth in their chart, because we've got the Empress and the King of Pentacles. We've got double Taurus there. We've got a lot of Pisces energy. We've got Sagittarius energy. Well, that could just be that, you know, they're very focused, very goal orientated at the moment, and, you know, emotions are running high. They're struggling with their instincts over this. They're struggling to follow their instincts, but it turns out that they're completely spot on, okay, because you do love each other and you are a fantastic match for one another. In the outcome, they become your divine counterpart and they glow up to being incredibly successful. It's just another beautiful reading. The Capricorn one was insane. That was the Emperor and the Empress. We're getting some really, really nice readings tonight. Really nice. I didn't pull the Unspoken Truth one, so let's do that. The more I try to hide my feelings, the more obvious they become. They're like proper in love with you and they try to hide it. The moon is like things being in the dark, things not being obvious, things not being transparent. So is the sword reversed, the Ace of Swords reversed. It's about keeping your feelings secret. Oh my god. Your divine counterparts, you literally suit one another, you're matching suits. The King and the Queen of Pentacles. Fucking hell. We've had two absolute bangers. One after the other. What's the nature of this connection, please? Express your love. It's important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. Ooh. This person does not agree. Magnetic connection. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. You are enough. The person you're meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. This person's shy. Okay, this person's so shy, Aquarius. Like, they like think, you know, you're so high value, and they don't realize, like, maybe they do like have a good self-esteem and like, but it's how you feel around someone else. Like, you want the person that you like to want you or view you like that, don't they? Don't you? Like, you're like, okay, who cares about like the 99 other people that like me? I want that person. I want them to like me. Or like, you know, if I like someone, I will act like they don't exist, and then I'll flirt with like people that I don't fancy because I feel confident to do that. But if I'm like really crushing on someone, I will be like a giggling mess, or I'll just like act like they don't exist. And so it's very like, it's very confusing for them if I do the act like they don't exist thing, because I secretly like buzz off their attention. But it'll be like by the time I've gone home and I'm thinking about it, it won't be shown like at the time. This person's like completely overwhelmed by it, and they're an Empress, okay, so they're incredibly high value. If they're not right now, they're going to be. They're going to go from an Eight of Pentacles to a King of Pentacles to the Empress. And I think the love is going to do it. I think the love's going to spur this person on, like, with their goals and stuff. It's quite cute, actually. Should we get a no contact card from them? This is insane. Something to say. Oh my god, this is so cute. There's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. Oh my god. I can't deal with it. I cannot deal with it. First light, beginning a new cycle. Should we get some positive affirmations? Oh god, that's a lot. What have we got then? I am actively pursuing my dreams. I will speak them out loud and make them happen. That's what you can say to yourself, Aquarius. I reckon the cross-watcher as well. I affirm myself by saying no when necessary. I balance ease and effort effortlessly in my life. Oh, that's quite cool because we had the juggler, didn't we? And we had the temperance. It's very poignant, actually. I have a realistic yet optimistic attitude towards the future. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's really nice. I love that. And how well does that go with the World card? Realistic but optimistic. Okay, better days are coming. Really, really nice. Let's get a couple more positive affirmations. Oh, my back. I choose to focus on the positive in every situation. I haven't used this. Let's see if there's any more. I don't know if we need any more clarification, but I just don't like not using stuff that I've done in other spreads for other signs. Okay, there's definitely divorce going on your side. 100%. Crap. What have I just dropped? Well-being card. Self-care wisdom cards. Success. Today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. Space. The quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. Mind. You are the master of your inner world and you decide how the outer world affects you. Cultivate a calm inner state. I love those. Right, have I done everything I could possibly do for you? I'm feeling very generous because the readings are so nice. Sacred geometry. Should we have a little bit of sacred geometry? Alchemy. Oh God, the writing's so small and it's dark in here. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. There's alchemy going on here. There's alchemy going on. Creation, manifestation is becoming a reality, okay? What you've been wishing for, because you're taking action, is now coming to you, Aquarius. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I am going to tidy up the cards. Please consider giving this reading a like. Please consider giving it a hype. If you're watching on YouTube, you can hype small creators now and get me noticed. I'm making all these great videos and not enough people are seeing them because, you know, there's a lot of competition out there. Especially on a bank holiday weekend when people are on holiday, they're not necessarily watching. But I will split up this reading into individual zodiac signs and that will help. But if you can hype me, if you feel like you enjoyed this reading, if you like my style, if it resonated at all, please give me a like. Share the channel, repost, give me a hype, do what you can. Because when I get to 3,000 watch hours and we're very close, I'll do super chats and I'll answer your questions live. And then when I get to 4,000, I can do live Q&As where the live is devoted to answering everyone's questions. So let's go for it. Let's keep it pushing because I'll soon be back at work teaching. And it's hard doing a full-time job like teaching, which is like very heavy term time. I'm doing a channel at the same time, but I love this channel. It's my baby. It's a year old. And it's very important to me getting to 1,000 subs. Like, I'm very, very happy. So glad I got the TikTok one as well as the YouTube one. I've got a lot of loyal followers, really high number of likes per video, per subscriber, sorry. So, love that. Really appreciate that. I keep an eye on everything. I literally check every day, look at who's subscribed. Who's following, who's reposting. I get all the activity, you know, all the analytics. It's much appreciated. Puts a little smile on a tired teacher's face. I love that when I come out of work, I always like check to see if I've got new subscribers, and even if it's like one new one or two new ones, I've made up. Right, on to Pisces. Oh, let's get this card in and get this on the go. Okay, I'm going to put another light on because it is too dark in here. We've had a couple of absolute bangers with Capricorn and Aquarius, so whoops. Let's see how we do with Pisces. Whoops. Oh my god, I'm just kicking the camera everywhere. I've just kicked the camera over and then punched the sage over. Oh my god, what a mess. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't even know what the hype stuff means, or if it costs you anything, or it's just something you click on. Like the way likes don't cost you anything. I'm going to have to read up, because I only saw it today when I was watching Empress of Energy. It said, like, hype this channel, and I was like, what? Didn't know that was coming to YouTube. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. How is Pisces feeling in this final week of August 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Pisces is feeling, first of all. Oh, that was awkward, the way they came out. It really wanted this one to be separate to those 3, so let's read them that way. 8 of Wands is fast action, progress, fast communication. 6 of Swords is moving on, leaving your troubles behind you. Page of Cups reversed, withholding emotion. 4 of Pentacles, the miser, with money, time and energy. Well, that is a very clear narrative, isn't it? Moving on, taking care of business, not having any messy. Keeping to ourselves, okay? Not outwardly investing in anyone else emotionally, financially, or time-wise, practicably. Yeah, like I've got that song that's from the 90s, like we're moving on up, we're moving on now, trying to break free, love cannot stop me. I think that's how it goes. I used to sing it all the time in the 90s. I'm an 80s child. Page of Pentacles reverses, I'm not investing in anyone. Page of Cups reverse, I'm not investing emotion. Page of Pentacles, I'm not investing energy, time or money into anyone. Okay, because it's reversed. So let's get one more. It's done it again, like cards are coming out one side in a combo and then I'm getting one like separately on the other side. So let's read them like that. The Temperance, managing our own emotions so we may be emotionally stable. Okay, it's the major arcana for Sagittarius. The Tower is Aries energy. It's a major arcana. The Tower is sudden and overwhelming change. We can cause a tower. Someone else can cause a tower in our life, like a partner or an ex, or you know, life can cause a tower. So maybe work tell you, you know, like you're getting made redundant or something like this. The Hierophant reversed. There could be an ending of a marriage, because the Hierophant can be a marriage card, but it doesn't have to be. It could be that something wasn't wise. Okay, something that was built and constructed, a life that was built, you know, is on rocky foundations, so it's got to come down. But what comes down will be replaced by something superior. Okay, so a lovely ivory tower that's diamond encrusted will rise in the place of this ugly, you know, one that's crumbling and on fire. And towers never feel good, they're never comfortable, but what, you know, comes up in its place over time is superior. What replaces it is superior. Okay, so we need to allow the tower. The landscape of your life changing could be finding out that you're pregnant. It could be finding out that, you know, your partner's leaving you, that you're getting made redundant, that your contract isn't being carried on. And that's not so bad, you know, to be honest, but let's think of stuff that's more dramatic. You got sudden, like, what you call it, you're getting evicted, you know, like you got 2 weeks to get out of the place that you're in, something like that. It's something big changing, something really huge is changing. But sometimes you cause the tower, you know, if you break up with someone, if you hand in your notice in a workplace, you know, announce that you're eloping, I don't know. You get the idea. It's something big changing, something major. Let's see who's showing up in your reading. Could be someone that you're thinking about, someone that you're dealing with or manifesting in the future. Right, there's a Knight of Cups that is like, oh my gosh, do I approach this person or not? I've got feelings for them. I want to tell them, but I don't know whether to. I don't know whether it's the right time. They're going through a lot at the moment. It's someone that knows you, because they're not a page. Okay, this is someone that knows you. It's a Romeo vibes, the Knight of Cups. It's Romeo or Juliet. Like, I need this person. It has to be this person. I like everything about them. You know, they're looking with rose-tinted glasses. Like, it's so over the top, lovey-dovey, like obsession, like infatuation, devotion, wanting to be exclusive, wanting to secure you, not wanting anyone else to have you. It's that like romantic, loved up, like I'm about to fall in love, or I really think I could fall in love with you. You, like not people or person, like you. I think they're scared to approach because they just don't know whether you're in a frame of mind to receive love right now. I mean, if we're honest, you're probably not, because you've got the Page of Cups reversed, the Page of Pentacles reversed. You're not willing, you're moving on from something, and you are not really in the frame of mind to start something, you know, with anyone. You're going through a tower, trying to manage your own emotions. So it's someone in your immediate environment. It could be someone at work, it could be someone who's a friend of a sibling, or it could be a neighbour, or someone that's part of a society or a club that you are a part of. They already know you. They're already aware of you. It could be a go-to guy or girl, someone that, you know, someone that you've already had dealings with but not had a relationship with. But they really like feel like they could fall in love with you, which is always nice to hear, you know. It's like when Rachel didn't know whether she should tell Ross that she was still in love with him. She's like, well, everyone always likes to hear that, you know, someone's in love with them. But when can that be a bad thing to hear? Wasn't it when was it when he like met Julie? I'm making so many Friends references today. I love Friends. Eight of Swords reversed. They're getting out of their head, so maybe they're going to take action. I'm really excited to see. I'm not Pisces and I'm not dealing with a Pisces, but I'm just getting excited by the readings because they're like very, very nice, romantic ones tonight. Oh God, where's that gone? It's done it again. It's giving me two separate. Oh, where have you gone? Oh my God, they're gonna go for it. They're coming for you, Pisces. This person is coming for you. Like, they're so excited. They really, really want to ask you out. They feel like you're high value. They could fall in love with you. It's really like messing with their like emotions. Like they get really nervous around you. They could be Leo, because that's the major arcana for Leo, the strength card, but it represents a need to be emotionally strong. They're kind of like, do you understand? They're like unraveling in your presence. Like they stay awake all night thinking about you. This is like Romeo and Juliet vibes. They don't know whether to, they didn't know whether to present, like to express their emotions towards you, but they're like all over this. They want it so bad. It's cute. I like it. I like it, honestly. You got someone waiting in the wings. They're queuing up around the block to like date you. And you're just like so just not in that like headspace yet. Give it a few months maybe. It's doing it again. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Oh no. And the Queen of Swords reversed. They're going to keep quiet. They're going to keep quiet because they know you're not ready. Oh, that's so harsh. Either they're going to keep quiet or you're going to reject them, because you could be the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Or they're like, yeah, say like it's not happening. Nothing's happening with this at the moment, even though they really want it. Because the Queen of Swords reverse is like a block, or it's blunt communication. It ain't nice, it ain't good, it's strategic and it's persuasive and it's manipulative. So it's like, I'm going to block you or I'm going to tell you straight, like X, Y, and Z. It ain't nice, like the Queen of Swords reversed. It can be a divorce card. And the Knight of Pentacles reversed is like removing, withdrawing, investment of time, money, and energy. So they're not in a place to hear it. They're not in a place to hear it, and or you might, just be like, I'm not like approaching them because I know they're not like open to this right now. They're going through a tower moment. Someone's going through a tower moment. Do you really think like they need declarations of love? It's just like too much drama. It's too much going on. It's, you need a bit of time to kind of like let the dust settle, don't you? To like get your head together, to like let emotions calm down. They've got that temperance with the tower, so it's hard. Oh, holding a secret, keeping the secret under wraps. It's not nice. It's a shame. Timing is a bitch sometimes. It really is. I've missed out on a couple of people because it wasn't the right time at all for them. They were like emotionally wounded. you're completely still emotionally dating someone else. Like, you know, one of them, their person was ill because they just like randomly had a stroke and were locked in, and yeah, that's the only reason that they weren't sort of like actively a couple anymore. And I could see that, yeah, we had every hope that she was going to get better, and then like the years would go by and like she just wasn't getting better, and it changed, like it just did change things, and then it just like pissed both of them off because, you know, that's a tower that life has created, and it's unfair and it sucks, you know. And so it doesn't mean that you're not good for them or you wouldn't be a good thing for them, but their head's just not, they're not in a place, their head and their heart isn't in a place to receive something new, because they're trying to grieve and they're trying to process what's gone on, and they're angry and they're bitter, and do you know what I mean? Confused, pissed off, hurt. Can't get past it, can't, you know, process it. So yeah, timing's a bitch, it really is. Oh God, what is coming out here? The Ten of Swords and the Queen of Wands. The end of a painful cycle. Queen of Wands energy is like gaining confidence, getting your power back, becoming assertive, goal orientated again. I think there's emotional recovery going on here. There's a lot of fire and a lot of swords, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of room for emotion, because when you're trying to sort out your own feelings and your own practical situations after a breakup, you kind of have to be selfish, and you can't really think about others. You haven't really got the generosity. You can't afford to do that, you know what I mean? Like, you're shedding a lot of tears, you process a lot of stuff, your nervous system's wrecked. How can you possibly consider other people's feelings when you can't manage your own? Do you know what I mean? It's not really personal. It ends up that the other person that's waiting in the wings, the new person who's like interested, and it's just bad timing, it ends up that it does hurt them because they miss their opportunity, or they have to wait a lot longer for an opportunity. But it's just one of those things. You can't stop a tower, you know. You can't make someone focus on you when they can't focus on anything really right now. Does that make sense? It's just one of those things that kind of sucks. Deepening. A relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You've been waiting for this. Ooh, I told you. They're waiting in the wings. This person knows you already. Someone where it never got to a relationship. Maybe you dated, maybe they were your like go-to guy or go-to girl, you know, like for just good times. Maybe they're like a friend of an ex or a friend of a sibling or something like this. They've grown up with you, they know you somehow, and they think you're so high value, and they just like, they're really into you. They want to show their emotions and they want to start with you, but it's just like shit timing. But deepening suggests that, you know, that card where it says you've been waiting for this and it's going to deepen in the next few months. Maybe this is coming. Because that's their card, okay? That's how they're feeling. That's what they've been wanting. So I think when I say you've been waiting for this, I mean they've been waiting for it. The person that's showing up in your reading, they're waiting in the wings, waiting to date you. Why were they all up in their head? Stop. Guys, come on. If you're like 50-50 about tarot, I have just been going on and on and on about bad timing. It's fucking weird and creepy. There's entities around me that are listening and watching, and they're answering my questions and they're giving me confirmation when I feel like I'm onto a particular narrative. They're confirming it for me. It's freaky. It's good freaky, but it's freaky. Too little, too late, taken, not ready to love again. Now I would say it's the last one. Not quite ready to love again. Empty. The truth is that you simply don't feel fulfilled. It's worth the wait to find true happiness. Oh my God, they're prepared to wait. It's cute. I like it. Oh, I like it. Fucking love tarot. Celestial grace. In special moments, feel the blessed touch of the divine guiding your path. Stop it. Stop it. I can't cope. I've been saying, have I not, that they're going to hold on to the secret, that they feel like they could fall in love with you. Okay, what's this one? Fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. It's not. I just care about it because I'm super invested now. I'm not a Pisces and I'm not involved with the Pisces, but I'm so invested in this reading. I can't deal with it. What's this one? Trust your gut, it's rarely wrong. Oh my God. They're following their intuition because they know that you're going to be a good thing for each other. Like, you're going to be good together. You're worth it. This person got deep feelings for you. Deep feelings for you. They're worth it, okay? Like, when you feel ready, Pisces, like, this person is waiting in the wings because they know you're a real one. Oh, it's cute. It's so cute. No one compares. No matter how many people I've met and experiences I have, there's no one who compares to you. It's too cute. It's too cute. I can't cope. I can't cope. Someone's expecting. Okay, so doesn't have to mean pregnancy literally, can be like a new cycle, a beginning. Expecting like to be able to have a relationship with you. Okay. Really, really nice. Pregnant with possibility. Let's get you some positive affirmations and some advice then. Oh, I'm going to get you sacred geometry as well. Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Okay, so that's what they're going to do for a little while because they know that now's not quite the right time. Miracles. Oh, expect the wondrous to emerge. That's cute. That's really nice. Let's get you some sacred geometry. My back's cranked. Sacral chakra. The frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Well, I would say that's what that is. You know, you've got miracles, pregnancy, no one compares, deepening, and this like taking leadership, goal orientated, assertive solar plexus energy. You know, it's very exciting for this person. It's very sexual, it's very romantic, it's creative, it's full of possibility. It's an exciting time. What's this one? Empowerment. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. I love this shit. I love it. I love it. What else can I give you? What can I give you? Positive affirmations. I am deserving of love and respect. Okay, that's something you can say to yourself, Pisces. If that's not what you were getting before, it's what you're going to have in the future. This person adores you. This person's prepared to wait till you are emotionally ready. Oh, I'm going to get a time in. I'm going to get a time in as well. I do not rush through my life. I temper. Stop. That's the temperance. That's the temperance. Oh my God. I do not rush through my life. I temper speed with stillness. Oh my God. I love this shit. Right. Last one, because I'm just going to make it go on and on and on if I don't stop myself. Time in. Although I bet you Spirit tells us to mind our own business. It's going to be when you're ready, right? Hey, where's my divine timing cards? I always leave stuff that's like right under my nose. It's because I put decks on top of decks. Where's my divine timing cards? Why? Why can't I see them? Where are they? Where are they? Where's my cards? That's so weird. Where's my cards? I didn't get it. Where's my cards? Where's my flopping cards? I didn't get it. I didn't get where my cards are. I was using them before. Wait, is that what fell? That's what fell into the pocket, like... Yeah, okay, I've got them. Sorry, I'm a very dramatic person. When will Pisces be ready for this person that's waiting in the wings for them? 6 months from now. Well, that sounds healthy. 6 months from now, half a year, sounds healthy to me. They're prepared to wait, guys. Remember, I do not rush through life. I temper speed with stillness. It's when you are ready, okay? Oh my God, I love that. We've had 3 absolute banging readings there. Take care of yourself. Don't forget to give me a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. And I'll be splitting up these readings and posting them throughout the week. And then Saturday, I will be doing a collab with Mojo Tarot. So make sure you look out for that this week. All right, take care. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.